Hey guys, welcome back to the 10th review of 31 Days of Horror. Continuing on with the Elm Street sequel film, we've now arrived at Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. I think this one actually might be my favourite out of the whole series, to be honest. The original was really good, and I know some people might think it's best just because it's for the simple reason that it is the original. But I think this one took the series in sort of a new direction and introduced new concepts to like the whole dream powers thing, which I'll get to. But to explain the plot, I'd say we have a new lead this time called Kristen, and she's been admitted to a mental hospital with a bunch of other kids because Freddy's been after them, and they have a new doctor helping them, which happens to be Nancy from the original. Yeah, she's back. When I first watched this, I had no idea she was going to be in it. It was a nice little surprise. Like Lawrence Fishburne's there as well, the actor. I can't remember what his character's name is in this, but he's there. Doesn't play a big role, but it's nice to see him. And basically she has to help the kids fight off Freddy, and Nancy makes friends with another doctor, and throughout all this they meet Nancy's dad, played again by John Saxon, and the dad, and I think his name's Neil. Yeah, the doctor's called Neil. I could be wrong, but I believe that's his name. They go to find Freddy's bones to bury them with a proper Christian burial, like, you know, the whole holy water thing. Meanwhile, one of the kids is stuck in the dream world. It's Kristen, actually. She's stuck in the dream world, and the others have to go and save her, including Nancy. Kristen has the ability to pull people into her dreams, which she uses to her advantage. Like earlier on in the film, Freddy comes after her in a big worm form, tries to eat her alive, pulls in Nancy, who grabs a piece of glass and stabs Freddy, and they escape. It's pretty cool, but it's far from the best power. Like I was saying earlier, this one introduced the concept of the people in the dreams getting the powers. See, in the first two, they were practically just running around Freddy's dream landscape, but here they can fight back more efficiently. We have a girl that gets these really cool knives. We get a guy that gets super strength. Kincaid, his name is, he's a really good character. We get a guy that can scream at the top of his voice, which can hurt Freddy. Like, it saves him later on when he's in like every mirror that's surrounding them and he's trying to reach out after them. He screams and they all shatter. What else? Actually, I think Kristen has athletic powers. Like she becomes more she does. She's more athletic, and that helps her against Freddy. Nancy doesn't have any powers though. She's just Nancy. Other powers. There's a kid that's in a wheelchair and he turns into a wizard to fight Freddy. So yeah, it's pretty good how we see all these things. Favourite moments, I'd say, like, I love stop motion. Above CGI, like, stop motion is one of my favourite things in the world. And in this film, when Neil and John Saxon, I know he's got a name again, but I'm just probably going to call him John Saxon, when they go to bury Freddy's remains, which is hidden in a junkyard. Freddy's in the middle of fighting the teens in the dream world, and he senses that his bones are being touched, so to speak, so he leaves the dream world temporarily to fight them, takes control of the bones and comes after them as a skeleton, which is really cool. Like, John Saxon tries to fight him and gets thrown on a car, impaled and dies. Neil again tries to get him, but he gets beat up basically, and then Freddy leaves the bones thinking he's dead, which is a big mistake, and goes back to fighting them. Like, the death scenes are pretty good in this one. He gets this guy, like, he makes the veins come out his body and he suspends him standing over a building like a puppet with the veins as the strings. It's really, really cool. Then drops him his death. And there's a girl who wants to be an actress, and Freddy appears as the TV, and this is probably one of my favourite scenes in the film. The TV sprouts arms, it picks it up by the head, Freddy's head sticks out the TV, and he goes, "Welcome to prime time, bitch," as he does with his little quotes that he always comes out with, and then he says, "It's your big break in TV," or something like that. Get ready for your big break in TV, I believe. This was, I think, Freddy is one of his best performances, because in the later films they did go really overboard with the comedy. It's not unthreatening for the sake of the film being bad or good, but I think for the later ones they did go too far from. But here, it's the perfect balance, humour and horror, and it's nicely done. There's not many other death scenes that I can think of that are in it. The wizard kid gets stabbed by the glove. Oh no, wait, there's one. The girl with the knives, Freddy backs her against the wall, turns his little glove into syringes. And his other hand as well, I believe. He gets both of them, and he impales her and starts sucking out all the blood. It's really cool. I think that's pretty much it for this one. Really good film. I'd recommend it. This one I'd give another 10 out of 10. It's a really, really good sequel. I think it is better than the original, to be honest. I think this is my favourite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. This was the peak of the series for me. Tune in next time for Nightmare Part 4.